Namaskaram. Today's Agni initiative, this is also about food. So we'll be seeing in terms of our composition of meals. If we can have at least 50% of our meals as raw food, it can make a big difference in terms of your energy level and health and well-being. So what you can do is that whenever you are having a meal, for example your breakfast, lunch or dinner, see if you can start with raw foods and make at least 50% of your meal as raw. Now what do raw foods imply? What could cover these what could come under this category of raw foods? So raw food is a sense anything which is not cooked. For example, any food which in its live condition can be consumed, like fruits, sprouts, groundnuts, dry fruits, salads. I'm not talking about those exotic salads where there's more cooked food than raw food. Any salad which is its raw condition. So basically these would comprise the raw foods. So you can have a variety of raw food. There's so much of variety in terms of raw food. So see if you can start with that. A lot of us tend to have raw food after we have our cooked food. So you will see that you will get more benefits by having the raw food before having the cooked food, because the way the system digests the raw food and cooked food is different. So you can start with the raw food first and then move on to the cooked food. So whatever meals you're having, see if 50% of that 50% of your stomach can be full by the time you finish eating raw foods, and then move on to the cooked food. If you just make this simple change in your diet, that whatever you're having, if at least 50% of it can be raw, you will see that few benefits you will see immediately. Is one thing is that your sleep quota will go down drastically. If you have been sleeping 8 to 10 hours a day, you will see that you can manage in just about 6-7 hours a day. If you go on a 100% raw food diet, you will see you won't be able to sleep for more than 4-5 hours. But for most people that may not be sustainable. They may be able to manage it for a few days, then again they would want to go back. So if you switch to 50% raw food and 50% cooked food, you will see that this is sustainable and very easy to maintain. And second thing you will notice is that your energy levels will increase drastically. If you have been feeling sluggish, or if the dullness or lethargy comes after you have your food, that means that you may not be eating the right kind of food. So if you eat food in its live condition, it has all the necessary enzymes which are needed to digest the food. But when you are cooking the food, most of the enzymes get destroyed and the body has to reconstitute these enzymes. So eating food in its natural or uncooked condition is very good for the system. So if 50% of your food can be raw, you'll see it'll make a big difference. And many of the chronic ailments which people are facing today, you will see that just by making this simple change, these things can be relieved, and you can work your way towards your well-being. So please implement this and share with us that how your experience has been. And you can make different types of salads. You can make salads from different vegetables as well, like pumpkin, cucumber, carrot, ash gourd, snake gourd. There are so many beetroot. There are so many things you can make in terms of salads. And groundnuts you can have sprouts, green gram sprouts, horse gram sprouts, fruits, seasonal fruits which are available locally for you. So there's so much of variety, dry fruits. So please see if you can implement this and share how your experience has been. Thank you. Namaskaram. For those of you looking to explore about food in depth, we also have an online program on food called as Ahar. So we have a website called as ahar.yogire.com, which will have more details about this program. If you are looking to grow on the path of yoga, then food is as important as sadhana. So it's very important that you see what kinds of foods to eat which can assist you in this inner journey, and more importantly also how to eat. So we'll be looking at this in depth in this online program, and this can be done from the comfort of your home. From wherever you are, you can log in and do this program. So if you wish to explore this in depth, please log into our Ahar website, and you can see if this is something which can help you take a step towards your inner growth. And we hope that the simple process of eating can also become a stepping stone towards your ultimate well-being. Thank you so much.
Namaskaram everyone. So like Mukulana was saying, you can definitely try out 50% raw food in your diet. In my personal experience, I have done it only once in my life, and that was during preparation for my Samyama program. So that time I think I had gone like 50 or more percent raw. So like this, in the morning I used to have fruits and veggies before my breakfast. In the afternoon also I used to have, and dinner I used to have fully fruits or salads. So that's how I made it 50%, and the amount of transformation it made is very huge. Like one simple thing that happened was, for Samyama preparation, I used to get up. I needed to do Surya Kriya, Yogasana, Shakti Chalana, Shambhavi, Sukha Kriya for 1 hour, and in the evening also I used to again do my practices. So this requires a lot of time. So when I was on this 50% raw diet, I think I used to sleep just 4 or 5 hours daily. Max it would go till 6 hours, but 4 to 5 hours I would get up and do my practices. So that is one tremendous change that I could feel personally. Nowadays I feel I'm just 20 to 30%, and how I manage it is by having raw food before my breakfast, lunch and dinner. And nowadays I just can't be without fruits. I need to have bananas, grapes, papaya, watermelon or some or the other kind of fruit before my main course dinner or lunch or breakfast, whatever it is. So definitely you guys can try it out, and if you are confused on the diet, then definitely check out the Ahar web series by Mukulana. So right now it's available online, so you can go to the site and check it out. Also I put out daily updates on my podcast. So podcast is something which I can do very easily. So if you want daily updates from me, check out my podcast. It is by the term Vaishu's podcast. It is available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast. So wherever or whichever app you're comfortable with, you can definitely check out my podcast. I give daily tips on my sadhana and how I make my practices happen. So you guys can definitely check that out. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon. Like it or dislike, that's up to you, but definitely put a comment in the comment section below. I would really love to hear your comments, and reading your comments is one thing that I really love. So make sure you put a comment in the comment section below. So hope you guys have a great time. Namaskaram.